I'm gonna light up the screen. That shit be going crazy. Oh, yeah, what up, peace, family? Damn, it's right in my face, yo. Ain't that better? Yeah. All right. Peace, family. What's good, yo? What is good, yo? I've been busy, so, but I told y'all I was gonna still always do my show. I made that promise and I kept it. So here we are. Don't give me that. So, uh, what are we talking about today, yo? Man, shit, I'm gonna talk about. First of all, how was y'all week? Hope y'all week was productive. Hope y'all got everything out the way you wanted to accomplish. If y'all got families, hope y'all made sure educating the kids, keeping them on the right track, and letting them know what this beast out here doing. You know, so much has happened that I don't even know where to begin. That's the first time. Yo, so much stuff has happened. I don't even know where to begin. Yo, it was mad funny. I was at work today. Side note, I was at work today and I was just realized I said something. I made a joke about myself and I just realized like white people don't get black humor. Like we gotta yo, like if I say yo, I'm stupid or retarded, like don't take that serious. It's like, yo, that's you don't if you ain't around the family, you ain't gonna know that's what it is. Well, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's what we do. Anyway, so there was a wildfire. There, yo, son, there was a wildfire, and then there was a plane crash over here, right in the DMV. Apparently, the plane was supposed to go back to New York. The plane had a family in it. The plane was to go not like a commercial plane, like one of those, regular planes, not a plane from the airport, one of them regular planes that, people with money they take, them families get on, you know what I'm saying? And apparently the plane was supposed to be going to New York. But then it was like they was like, nah, fuck that. We coming back to DC and they said they saw it coming towards the Capitol or the White House. So they shot it down and you kill everybody in there. Burn up the whole thing. Now, maybe I'm not up on my science like that, son. But I don't know how a fire from Canada, the smoke and shit, could reach me all the way over here in VA. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not criticizing him. I'm saying maybe I'm off on my science. But I do know if you shot down a plane or whatever over here, where we at, that will start some shit. And we already got dry air over here anyway. So I'm like, okay, let's run with it for a second. Then I start to break down exactly what's being said. That's the thing. That's when you know you're messing with an intelligent person. There's a difference between being clever and intelligent. When you're messing with an intelligent person, you start to break down and realize with your real eyes that something doesn't sound right because the story in itself doesn't make sense. If my home is New York, why I gotta turn the plane around to come back? What, I forgot my wallet? Like that shit don't make sense. Then you have to explain, not to me, but then you have to explain What would make you, after you made that decision, what would make them tell you? That's what I should say, rather. What will make them tell you that the plane was coming past the Capitol or the White House? So they just had to shoot it down. Mind you, this airplane had, I think, a grandmother or a granddaughter was in there. It was a family that was in the plane. It was just a small plane. Once that shit happened, same news came out about the wildfires. My thing is, again, maybe my science ain't up to date, but a fire that's way over there, in order for that to affect me or for me to see the remnants or the smoke or smell that, it has to be reaching close to me. It has to be close. But then again, we ain't gonna dive down in there. Then over in the DMV, nothing new. It was more murders. I've been hearing about more murders and more kidnappings than you know. So then I asked myself, what is the reason for this? You know, a lot of times, right? Like when I do these subjects and topics, I dealt with them already. So when I hear people repeating, going on the TikToks and YouTube and saying it again, like it's something that they newly found, it's laughable to me, yo. Because check this out. When gentrification came in, and they're not done with it, but when it came in, what did it do? What did it do when it came in? It made you think the hood didn't exist anymore. Niggas don't even look at Brooklyn the same. I'm looking at non-Brooklyn people out here telling me that they used to live in Brooklyn, and I'm like, nah, you ain't never used to live in my Brooklyn. Nah, nah. And then when you speak to them and you hear, and I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. So where they putting all the other niggas at? In jail? Or they making them kill each other off? And I'm like, you son of a bitch, you stuck us in this ghetto. You placed us here. And then you have the audacity to move yourself where we at because you can't afford to live where you used to live. So now you kick us out, move us out, and then you raise up the price, and now it becomes this urbanistic area. Now it becomes a metropolitan area because now every damn state has a metro area. Everything, it's right near the metro, and it's right there. And that's another thing too. All these high rises you see, you notice that all these high rises that they're building all over the place, they have stores at the bottom of them, restaurants in the bottom of them. They're pretty much just telling you, you don't need to leave right here. This little circle right here, you stay right here. There's nothing else out there for you, which limits you from even wanting to leave and explore outside of your area. It keeps you locked in. You ever took a drive to the country, wherever state you live in? You ever took a ride to the country? You ever see how that shit look? How you feel free, the open air, just like what's coming out, what you're taking in, what you're seeing, the landscapes, the animals. It's just a different vibe when you go out there. But when you see that, you don't feel the need to connect to your phone or to connect to any devices or to connect to any bullshit that was going on in your metropolitan areas. You don't really see the need, people having the need to want to do that. Reason why is because look at what they have. Like if you had that, or if you were around that 24/7, you wouldn't want to be in the city. You want to be near the city, you want to be around the city. And that's the misconception too about living in cities because they make you think the city is a good place. No, the city is a place for you to lose your money, work like three extra friggin' jobs, right? And then they put these shopping centers or places for you to hang out and drink or do whatever you got to do to make you feel like it's a nice hangout to be around, knowing that the next fucking day you got to get up, you have to do the same shit, you got to kill yourself all over again. But you lost in the sauce because, oh, there's a nice dog park right there. Oh, there's a nice little cafe right there. And that you allow to be your little fake ass getaway, your fake ass haven to say, well, oh, living here is not that bad when you know it is the worst thing you've ever done with yourself. This idea of staying in the city and all of that shit. No, that's like, listen, we don't create society. We never did. I went through that lesson too. But here we go again. We don't create society. Society has always been created for the people. And in the same society that they control, they allow people to think what they want them to think and to feel how they want them to feel, which is why anytime they put something on that goddamn box that y'all see or something in that goddamn phone that y'all see and they tell you this is a person you should hate just by the reports they put out, you automatically feel that emotion of hatred towards them. Or if you see something posted on YouTube about men and women and shit, the first thing you want to do is be, that's a bad motherfucker. And you didn't even hear the whole story yet. But you were so focused and so bent because you, in your conscious mind, not in your subconscious, but you in your conscious mind, you feel some type of gripe with the persons you have been around or you have been with. So now you gonna feed off of that shit. We don't control and we didn't create the society that we live in. But thank you very much, people, for making it extra fucking hard on yourselves. Strolling through my TikTok one day, somebody sent me something. Again, I'm paraphrasing because I don't like to go back into stuff that I already dealt with already, but I'm always a broken record. My producer. You good?
Yeah. Right. I'm just tired.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
that tea made me sleep.
Well, then gonna take a nap. If you want to take a nap. All right. Yeah, and it was crazy. Hold on, let me close that real quick. Y'all like the new chair? Y'all see the new chair, right? See, I got a little pillow right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Father's Day gift. All up. So the post was like, and I'm just paraphrasing, something about men aren't natural providers, right? We're not natural providers or protectors. That's something that we don't naturally know. And for a minute, I was like, let me hear this. And she went on, and then I was like, you know what? I got to say something. And this is what pisses me off. Every day you wake up, whether on social media, whether on TV, and now y'all starting to sound like a bunch of hypocrites because first you get on women. I'm talking to us brothers. Let's just deal with this first. First you get on women, right? And in the same breath you get on women, how you speak about them, how you sing about them, how you rap about them is so fucking hateful. But in the same breath, you complain why you can't find a woman that does this, that, and the third. Help you in this, that, and the third. You want to feel like a leader in your this, that, or that home. But she can't do the things that this, that, and the other. It's laughable. And it's not clickbait. And it's not clout chasing. You need to stop that shit. You know what that is? That's destroying the black man and the black woman. Period. That's what you're doing. You're destroying us when you do that. And you don't care because you doing it for this clout shit. And a lot of y'all fuckers need to get slapped upside your fucking face because there's a lot of y'all youngins out here doing this bullshit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a show based on me getting on fucking women all the time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a show based on me getting on fucking men all the time. That's what I'm gonna do. Because that's so important in my life. What someone else does in their personal life is I have to be up in that space so goddamn much because that's important to me. Because for some reason, what they're doing in their personal life affects me that much that I have to make a show about it. Nah, brother, you got it wrong. I'm trying to save brothers from dealing with women like that. And I'm trying to save us sisters from dealing with men like that. No, you're not. Stop lying. Stop lying. No, you're not. So then the fucking comment come out. So then I go, okay. I said, because it was a general statement, I'm going to make a general comment, but I'm still going to break it down. Men, and I'm going to include our sisters too. We're not taught to be natural providers and protectors. Okay. When a man has a family and lives on a farm, yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there because it was said. General statement, I'm gonna give general answers. You live on a farm, a family man has his farm, right? What are the children taught? They're taught to provide and protect the animals, land, the farm, and the house, and provide the food which is coming from the farm. Yeah, but you just talking about a farm. A monk who decides to give his life to the Lord or to go to Shaolin. Okay? He understands they are groomed and taught to be natural protectors and providers of that temple or of that church or that monastery. See, now you getting all weird with it. Animals are naturally taught to protect each other, male and female. Yeah, you see, but now you're going off the animal. Okay, if a boy is 12 years old and you slap his mother, she does not have to tell him to defend her. He's going to do that anyway because his instinct, he knows. He knows. Yeah, but you just talking about the mom. A man who has a family. I could keep going. The more you poke holes, I could keep going. To say some dumb shit like that, you must not know men. Because I've said before, you dumbasses are looking for men in a bunch of places where you live are filled with Mr. Wrongs. You dumbass dudes is looking for a bunch of women, and in your environment is a bunch of Mrs. Wrongs. Not all of them, but the majority of it. Because of how we were raised, from what we see to what we hear to what we do, not given proper access of knowledge. Elders stop speaking to the youngest because they just feel like they just fucking got it all and they know it all. And I like to be around know-it-alls because they know it all until they don't fucking know shit, and you got to put them in their place. Because when you're 18, 19, 20, you know everything. Nah, it's this, that, and the third, and everything, because you so fake conscious in your ass. And you want to know everything. You want to do everything. You want to say everything. You want to feel like you are the one who has all the answers. You're not. Trust me, we all been there. We all been there. And you don't want to hear that we all been there. I didn't want to hear that shit neither. But guess what? They've been there. Where we been at, y'all could never, y'all would have never survived that shit. And the shit y'all doing now, because of this digital era that we in, is still laughable to me. I'm not laughing at y'all, I'm laughing at y'all parents because it's so fucked up that y'all have to go this route and be that way because y'all didn't have that proper guidance. It is. Yo. Hold on, y'all. Yo. because you ain't get that proper guidance. So now it pisses me off when I see parents and they having their children and they walk in, the parents is way up ahead and they child lagging in the back and shit. And I'm like, yo, you know that child get older, he's not gonna respect you at all. There's gonna be no respect this child has for you at all. Look how you're demonstrating the love and attention for him. Because all you wanted to do was secure yourself in getting what? Child support? That means you made it? And vice versa. Yo, I'm seeing dudes going for child support. Yo, this shit is laughable. It's role reversal. You want to be masculine so much and you want to be feminine so much, yo. It's laughable to me. It's laughable. But you want to bring children into this world. And the children that's coming into this world right now, I'm sorry to say it, but they are a part of the chaos era. And the only thing they're going to do is kill y'all. If not killing themselves, which is what they're doing already. You think I'm playing? I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it because it's fact. That's what's going to happen. Period. It's over. That's all from this point on. All you're gonna hear is death, 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 kidnap, death, 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 death. And I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all want to be educators and priests and all this all the time, but what's the one thing I say y'all don't want to do? Step up on the fence. Learn self-defense. Learn all of it. Everything that there is to know about self-defense. That's what you should be doing. Because we at this time now. No. I want to go to fucking Cuba, wherever the fuck y'all going to get big asses, fake beards. I'm seeing fake goatees and shit. What the fuck is wrong with y'all dudes? What the fuck is wrong with y'all dudes? Don't give me no biblical shit. Don't give me none of that shit. We have always been spiritual. We have always been spiritual people. Always. We have always been spiritual people before the Bible, before all of that shit. Stop with the nonsense and get your shit straight. You know you're doing wrong. You've always known it because you know you feeling away right now for the shit you done to yourself. You're feeling it right now. That's the only reason why you did it. Half of y'all ain't do these fucking alterations to impress men or women. You did it to be in competition with the other person who was doing the dumb shit. Dummy. Don't tell me no shit. Oh, dumb. Oh, you know, it's the end of. There's no such thing as the end of times because you live in the realm of creation. You live in the realm of creation. To leave creation is to break the firmament. You can't break that. Y'all came, y'all came at the right time, at the right season. I'm hot today. You mad because he won't let you see his phone. You mad because she won't tell you where he going. A bunch of fucking children. That's what the hell y'all are. And if you know you are a child in a relationship, you need to get out. So you need to grow up. You have to grow up first. Because being childish is only for children. Y'all so pressed in y'all early 20s to be with somebody and bunned up and married and having kids and all that. For what? This adult life living in where we live in the state we live in, not in this state, I'm talking in the state of mind that we living in. It ain't cool to be an adult. Too many damn responsibilities. Too much shit you got to put up with. You don't want this. Be a youngin'. Travel. Learn a different language. Have fun. And I'm not talking about sex. That's all y'all niggas think. That's all y'all fucking women think. As soon as somebody say have fun or live your life, that doesn't mean sex, you nasty fuckers. Actually live and have a life. Establish yourself as who you want to be and make that happen. Then you will be mature enough and ready enough to have that family so you can go on, continue growing. Once you grow, now that's also a part of your enlightenment. then you'll be in the state of tranquility. Am I saying you're not going to have issues when you have it? Of course. You're supposed to, though. You're supposed to. You're supposed to go through the ages of when the child is having puberty or they're going through their little phases and stuff. Or when you going through your little phases of marriage, because y'all always constantly knowing each other year after year after year after year. It's supposed to happen. What you're not supposed to do is look at someone just because of their finances or they have nice shoes and assume that their finances is going to help you, because finances is not love. Don't give me no bullshit. Man, that love shit ain't nothing. Then shut the fuck up and get off my channel. This bullshit about men don't love or care about anything they value. It's their values and they thought. Who the fuck told you that, lady? Because you sure didn't ask a man. Again, when you think you know, you don't fucking know. So you should just shut the fuck up. Or if you're not going to shut up, ask a real man. And I'm saying it like that. You need to ask a real man those same questions and see if the answers aren't different. Or you didn't ask at all. You just went and assumed. Now, when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself and another person. This fake ass submarine going to, yo, son. Hold on. Before I even get there. Everybody want to be a yoga instructor. Everybody want to be a wellness guru. Everybody knows everything about the body, the mind, the soul, and all of that shit. And it's all bullshit. Y'all are just wanting to make money. Yoga is a spiritual thing. Ask the people who created it. Yeah, but it's also a good workout. Ain't no fucking workout supposed to be in it. You are meditating. It's like Qigong. If you're doing real Qigong, you're not doing it for exercise. You're doing it for your well-being and your spiritual mind. It is meditative. It is, period. So many goddamn yoga studios out here. It's, yo, y'all making a mockery out of it. And in doing so, you don't even realize you're making a mockery out of it. You just say things like, well, yeah, it is a good workout. And we kind of do like something meditative and stuff. As that is a fucking excuse. It should be all meditative. You shouldn't. And that was my problem in the first place with this goddamn America. You shouldn't have to pay to breathe. Everybody's saying, well, you know, that's the state we're in. You shouldn't have to pay to actually live your actual life. To make yourself healthy is a necessity. You need that to survive. Eating the right foods. Food is for your survival. So is drink, your water. All of that is survival. You have to pay so much money just for that. Everybody's a coach. Everybody's a boxing coach. Yo, I see so many goddamn boxing coaches on TikTok and all that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And the first thing I asked myself, and I'm not talking about the real ones. I ain't talking about the good ones. So y'all don't come at me with that shit, because you'll get ignored. But a lot of y'all ain't even know. You know what a punch feel like? Ain't nice to feel, because as soon as you get it, you ready to what? Like, this shit is laughable. Then another thing that's annoying, everybody is so intelligent because they're using other people's videos and putting them as clips and then pointing like this, like, you hear this, you hear this, you hear this information, you hear this information. It's not your information. You don't have not a book. You didn't study shit. You put in something else on that somebody actually studied and did and took the time to research. Now you fucking it up by you doing me? Sarcastic? Never. And taking the shit, and you're like, this is crazy, right, guys? Yeah, you guys need to know. Yeah, yeah. And then what is this? They're talking about that's not there. You know, the ice wall and whatever, whatever. Who gives a shit? You going over there? Are you going over there? You going over the ice wall? Do you think you would be accepted if you hopped over the ice wall? You ain't got your mind or your heart in check because you still on the low vibration shit. I hate using that word now too. Because everybody use that word now. Everybody using that shit. Everything you say now, everybody using to seem like they got it all together. When you fucking don't. Ugh. This is why I stay solo. Fake friendships, all of that shit, you can keep that shit. You can keep that shit. Because real friends are friends with you for nothing. Nothing. People really give a fuck about you, give a fuck about you for nothing. It's just because it's you. Y'all bugging out here, yo. Now, yo, shit is so funny. I said the first time submarine went missing, I'm not kidding you. The first time the submarine went missing, I said, you know what? Maybe they was going down there because one of them is probably related to one of the people who actually was on the Titanic. So they probably trying to go and find and collect some stuff. When they went missing, like the third, fourth, fifth day or whatever, it came out that the dude, the CEO, whatever, was married to a woman whose family member was on the goddamn Titanic. I say, yo, can't tell me my ancestors ain't with me. My psychic ability going, and I don't even have to come on the TikTok. Guys, you have to do this, and you have to say these. No, I'm not doing that. That's you're making a mockery out of it. You're making a mockery out of it. You're supposed to walk in light. You're not supposed to talk about the light to everybody before you walked it. It's too much. It's too much. Half of y'all parent. Before I even get there, let me just finish with the submarine. So I said it. I said it first. And then they came out and said the CEO was married to someone whose family members were on the Titanic. And I was like, you see, that's why the shit blew up, because you going down there to be a thief. And people who die down there, that's their shit now. You wanted to go and interrupt that grave. They said, come on in and join. And it never went down there. And now look, who's surviving? The wife, who is the real relative of the people who died on the Titanic. Now she's sitting up there. She probably happy. She probably wanted the man dead anyway. You never know how these shits work out. I'm telling you right now, the shit was probably was a fucked up to begin with. She probably wanted his ass in there anyway, so his ass could dead. Because I have not heard her come out and talk about it or cry or boo-hoo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. My brother Bug, yo. My brother. Yo. So I just sat there and it's just funny how sometimes it's annoying when you're always right. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not. That's not. That's not. That's Yo, I told y'all already, I'm always right. I'm always right. I am, whether you don't understand me, you may not understand what I'm saying at the time because I express myself in my own way. So it throws people way off because you're just not going to get it. But then When you go back and you see, yo, remember that shit you was talking about the other day and da, 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 da. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yo, you was right. They did this, and then they did this, and then they did that. And I was like, and what I do in my head is like, my mind is blank. Like, I'm not saying I told you so, and it's just blank because, yeah, like, what do you want me to? Yeah, you think I'm gonna get on you because you didn't want to hear it the first time I was expressing myself? No, it is what it is. It happened. It happened. So then I was like, what if she just wanted to get rid of him? He was doing that and all of that, and he wanted to see if he could retrieve whatever. It will always be that type of a person though. You know what I mean? Because it didn't seem like she was tripping. But it like, let me go and see if I could retrieve something. Because if I could retrieve something from there that's valuable, then I could say I claim it and then make some type of organization, Titanic organization of found things of some shit. You know what I mean? Then I could get the recognition. Nah, them spirits was like, come to me. Can't make that shit up. Can't make that shit up. And you're not gonna find their body. You're gonna go down almost 12,000 feet to grab them. Almost 12,000 feet. Because from what I heard, they were like 1,300 feet away from reaching the Titanic. So that's pretty deep. And from what they said, at that level below, whales don't even swim down there. So I'm like, damn, if a whale won't swim down that far, what the it must be black as shit. That space down there. Nigga swam to space. God damn. Now, this shit with yo. So like this past week, not this week that just started, last week, I've been seeing a bunch of headlines of parents killing their children or children killing for their parents or parents and the child killing together. I already stated that this is the chaos generation being birthed. This is the straight chaos generation. And what's the sad part about it is that these children, when they're born, even though they're part of the chaos realm, we can mold them not to go that route. As you can see, as you witnessed, as you heard, they are easily influenced to doing anything that their parent tells them to do. Dude, think it was Chicago. Correct me if I'm wrong. The mother was going food. The dude walked up to black. Yes, of course it was us. He walked up to his mom. I mean, his mom's. He walked up to the lady. This was a grown man. And he was like, yo, he was basically threatening her, hurry the fuck up and order her food or right? I don't know the words. She said what she had to say, and he decked her. He just hooked off on a bang, 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 Ming Mao, Ming Mao, Ming Mao. She calls her. Yes, it was wrong. It was more than wrong. It was fucked up that whatever dude that was standing there should have grabbed that motherfucker by the back of his locks because they fashion dreads anyway. And hook and wrap his hand around them locks and re. She calls her 14-year-old son. What you think he did? He came and shot the dude twice in the back. Now the son, now this is why it's fucked up, because now I just told, now here goes one proof. You said men weren't natural protectors, right? This boy 14, he sure came and protected his mom. Hold on though. He's 14. He's 14. Now he's going to jail. Hold on. The mother is going to jail. And I started with them too because I know y'all had saying, yeah, I'm going to go to jail for my son and I'm going to go, yeah. Mm-hmm. If she has any other kids at home, they don't have a mother. They probably already ain't have a father. So that's fucked up. His mind is going to be fucked up at 14 because when he comes out of jail, we all know he's going to be instructed and plugged in to come right back. The mother, she's already a grown woman. So she may not have her kids when she comes home. The dude who died probably was a father. So now that child doesn't have a father. The mother of that child will probably have to do extra. And there it is, family, how the system defranchises us. We are done. Just that right there. And y'all slow. I've been telling y'all slowies. These niggas is paid by law enforcement to shoot up the fucking hood. They've always been doing it. Who do you think we're giving them the drugs? Law enforcement. Who do you think we're giving them the guns? Law enforcement. Not just one law enforcement, law enforcement. You see, you white people out there at home, you don't understand. You don't know what a gang is. Because if you did, you would know that law enforcement is a big fucking gang. It is a gang. It is a gang, and they extort. It is a gang, just like any other gang, just like Republican, Democrat, all gangs do. They discuss on what they gonna control. Democrats and Republicans discuss who gonna control these niggas out here. That's all this shit has always been about. Law enforcement does the same thing too. How we gonna control these niggas? And if you think the discussion doesn't go like that, you are wrong and you are ignorant. Ask your local FBI agent. I told them I don't give a fuck if you got a camera or you watching me or you hearing me. Let me tell you what you're going. Let me tell you, like watching. You gonna see some scratchy ass nuts and balls. You gonna see me digging my nose. You gonna see me scratching my armpit. You gonna see a lot of that shit. You gonna see me drinking. You gonna see me smoke. What else you want to see? Apparently, you like to watch. That's some nasty, freaky shit y'all like to do. Law enforcement loves to watch. That's disgusting. When you put it like that, they are the bad ones. They always have been. I didn't say every single one of them. You have some. I'm gonna keep it real. You got some motherfuckers in uniform that they're just there to get a check, and that's another thing with me. I know how to separate bullshit from shit. There's some that just come in there to get their check, their pension, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them is former military. A lot of them is former military. And you'll see they'll do like sideline security jobs. We do like a security at like a McDonald's or a mall or something like that. Because they really ain't, they not trying to be about the smoke. They just want to do their shit and go home. And then there's some that actually do their fucking jobs. I'm not going to lie. There's some that do their actual fucking jobs. I'm not about to sit up here and I'm not. Because I've trained some. But when I say law enforcement, I'm saying police high pay grade. I said high grade. You know what I want to do? It's above police pay grade. That's what I mean by law enforcement. Who knows black people better than black people? 3 letters. FBI. Or should I say, who knows black people as well as black people? The FBI. The amount of energy, the amount of time that is spent on them watching us, what we sing on YouTube, the books we write, the achievements we do, our talents. You even believe that? They even monitor our talents and gifts. That's a fucking excellent black martial artist. He covers all the board. He does this, that, and the third. That is an excellent rap. Like he out raps everybody in this, that, and the music genre. And da, 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 da. Like they study us for real. They eat, sleep, and shit us. Period. To know that alone is very disturbing on their part. You are a person for a living that watches black people live their lives from in their home to out of their home. That is creep. You are a creep. That's real creepy. How do you feel? The amount of kidnappings that go on in this world. Because that's what they're supposed to be dealing with, these kidnappings. But for some reason, y'all gonna get me talking tonight. But for some reason, it seemed like the kidnappers is smarter than them. Are they? Are they? Or do they have the same intel? Oh. This is why, if you have children's family, you need to teach them when it's time. Those are the real ops. And when they see their actual enemy, that's when they go crazy. Because that's the only thing they understand. You catch what I'm saying? That is the only blasted thing they understand. But check this out. This is why I said we must know our lane. Because we need our lane for our warriors. We need our lane for our people who know laws. We need our lane for our medical and wellness people. We need our lane for our educators. We need a lane for people to show us how to make arts and crafts so we can make our own money. And we need our own lane for agriculture. Stop putting that shit aside. You got 2 sisters from the Bronx that got a farm in upstate New York. A farm. The fuck you scared of a farm for? It's your land. You can eat off of your land. That's what I acquired to do. And it doesn't have to be a farm with horses and things. You can get dogs. Chickens, goat, and you don't have to eat them. You don't have to eat them. You can't just get them and take care of them. You just have your own land, so you can't do anything where you want to do. Am I lying? Is that not what owning your land is supposed to be? Take a ride to the country. Wherever you live at, take a ride to the country. Don't give me that, yeah, I've been there once. I don't want to hear that one shit. Take a ride around the country. Go in and out. Go through the nicks and knacks of the country. And just embrace what freedom really is. Smell that fresh air. Not that congested air that you're surrounding yourself in the city and shit like that. When people say you got to get out. Get out! Yes, they're saying get out. In their minds, they mean like go outside. But the subconscious, you just got a message from the universe. Get out, man. You need to get out. Get out. You need to get out. Get out of yourself. Get out of your ego. Get out of the city you in. Go and travel and do something. It is not hard to travel. I just talked myself into doing it because I've been a bitch for so goddamn long. I'm like, well, I gotta do this. No, it's about spending. Want to be real about it? I don't give a fuck about this money. I can't take it because that's not real wealth. So you're goddamn right. If I get a check, I'm spending it on the whole goddamn family. We about to go and do something. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You guys are neglecting what is most important, and that is your household, because you feel as though you have all the answers and someone should be kissing your ass because of finances. Or you feel like you can use someone because of their finances just because you gave them a child. That's not the fucking way to go. You moving backwards. And the only thing that's going to happen is that these kids that you bring into the earth is going to put y'all in the fucking casket. Physically. Damn, why you upset? I'm upset because y'all take this shit for a game. Everything is a fucking game to y'all. Life is a game. When y'all do these TikToks and posts and the Instagram and shit, that shit is a game to y'all because you're not educating anyone. You just want to sound intelligent so you can get followers, but you don't want to actually build. You don't want to actually get with somebody and do something. You don't. Where all the real G's at? You know why you don't see them? Because they doing their shit. You think they're going to surround themselves around you? Where the real women at? Not around you. Why would they surround themselves around a female who's fucking mentally immature and who has no goals for themselves, and you just want to latch onto what somebody else is doing and not do for self? Or not even show that you are making the effort so you can get the assistance. You want to belittle the real men. Belittle the whole family. Can't rock. When are y'all gonna start canceling the bullshit you do? How about that fucking canceling? Cancel yourself sometime. Is it that hard to acknowledge the wrong shit you've been doing? I said my last show, and I dealt, and I opened, and I said that shit myself. I said, listen, when you have good friends in your corner, they don't become your friends no more. Paraphrasing. Like, my boy Bug, that's my brother. Boy D, it's my brother. Dante, that's my brother. Deontay, brothers. You get what I'm saying? When you meet other people outside of that who don't do things the way they do, who won't call you, if you don't have people that don't call you out on your shit and they just hang around you, then they're just friends. You get me now? People who don't want to build with you and be like, yo, you fucked up, son. Like I was a terror before I reached my 40s. You feel me? I was a terror. And that nigga ain't going nowhere. He's still in the pocket. The only difference is he gonna come out if you fuck with these kids. You fuck with these kids, that's it. Off. That's it. Off. But that's what I'm saying. Where are the parents? Where is the family? And shout out to the family, shout out to the family members who are doing that. Be seeing y'all post y'all thing, and I respect that. Continue the good work. The majority, though, is not doing anything. Every day I'm outside, the conversations people choose, and I'm using the word choose, that they choose to bring up around me is very interesting. Because, and I'm going to be real for you, they're all walks of life that come to me. All walks of life come to me. Now, it's interesting that all of them are saying the same shit. The system fucked up because they didn't imagine that everyone was going to start to see their bullshit. Now, when I say everyone, I'm not saying everyone. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. Stop this agenda, or do not follow an agenda of men hating women and women hating men. You have to stop that shit. We both need each other. If neither one of y'all want to say it, I will say it for the both of y'all. Men need women and women need men. Stop this fucking shit with, I don't need a man to do this. I don't need a man to do that. I don't need a woman to do this. I don't need a woman to. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're only doing it, you're forcing yourself to do it on your own because you sitting there trying to prove something to a fake somebody you don't have. Men need women. We can't birth children. We can't create a nation. That's something we cannot do. Period. We cannot nurture ourselves back to health. Women can, though, because they are the best nurturers. The best. You don't want to acknowledge it, or you purposely trying to deny that because you want to feel like you some all man or whatever. You ain't a man at all. Shut the fuck up. Just stop. Just stop. Stop with that bullshit. The problem is with y'all fuckers is that you ain't never had a real man tell you how you supposed to be spoken to. And that's how you supposed to be spoken to. Get your shit together and check. Same thing with y'all damn sisters. That's the problem. You got all these dumbass niggas validating your stupid shit, and nobody want to call. Nobody give a fuck about a BBL. Nobody give a fuck about fake eyelashes or fake lips. We care about the person that is inside the fucking brain. If you ain't got a brain, shorty, then step the fuck off. Step the fuck off. And the same for the brothers. You come in here with your fake shit and you think you nice and shit and cute with your homies around you and all that. Stop that shit. You nothing. You are nothing. I hate to see when it's a bunch of dudes on the fucking corner trying to talk to one female passing by. You're a fucking retard. Get your priorities in check. The problem, and I'm not too mad at y'all, because your fucking elders didn't take the time to tell you how you're supposed to speak to a woman. Stupid. And if you ain't got game, then you should humble yourself and step the fuck back. Everybody's lying to each other. Everybody's lying to each other. Steve Harvey lied to y'all. What's that book? Think Like a Man, Be a Woman, or some shit like that. That's pimp shit. Sitting there gaming y'all, yo. And y'all bought all into it. Y'all bought all into that shit. No one, and let me be clear for my youngins, okay? There is nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you. If you feel like you are overweight, and I'm saying if you feel like it, not if someone is telling you, if you feel like you're overweight, let me tell you something. There is many of ways for you to help yourself without doing that surgery or bullshit. If you feel like someone doesn't like you for who you are, that is not your fault. That is their fault. They can step the fuck off. Because every day, if you wake up and you feel good and you're not in pain, then that means you are great. You are fucking great. You are phenomenal. You are a winner. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to encourage you. I'm saying that because it's true. Every day, you think I don't know, y'all youngins get up trying to figure out who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do. I get it. We've all been there. What I'm trying to tell you is you are the person you want to be. Just go for yours. Stop listening to these TikToks. Stop listening to these Instagram that is just going to mislead you. Stop listening to these YouTubers that are going to mislead you. Because the bullshit they put on there about men and women and all of that shit, when I'm outside, I don't see that shit. So what the fuck are they talking about? Are they trying to condition you to feel a certain way? Are they conditioning you to feel a certain way so you don't actually become the person you want to become or have the life you want to have? Not, should I say want, that you need to have? It's disrespectful to you. There's nothing wrong with you. You were born perfect. You will always be perfect. There are times where you may find things that are not perfect, but you will master them and make them perfect. And you need no one's validation for that, youngins. You need no one validation, my young brother and sister. None of them. You want to go to school? Go to fucking school. You want to go to trade school? Go to a fucking trade school. You want to start your own business? Start your own business. Do not allow anyone, especially if they're elders, discourage you from doing stuff. And the nerve and disrespect of any elder person doing that because motherfucker. I will never mislead the youth. I gotta pass that torch on. I don't want this fucking torch my whole life, man. Here, take that shit. You're supposed to grow and build. Why they won't build with you? Because they're jealous and envious. I see a lot of youngins doing shit for themselves now. They got houses, they got condos, they doing a lot of shit. And you know who's hating? The elders. Why you hating? Remember, you said it took a village. But when it was time for your village to look out for these kids, you know what you said? I don't know what's wrong with these kids. I don't know what's wrong with these kids. So you can sit your ass down in that fucking corner and watch them make it when you didn't give them nothing to do. You didn't give them no jewels. You didn't give them no advice. You didn't hold them up. I'm talking to all y'all youngins. I'm talking to y'all gun-toting niggas. All right? I'm talking to my ratchet sisters, as well as my educated youngins, as well as my educated sisters. And just because you in the fucking hood, that does not mean you are not educated. Your living condition does not equate to your fucking intelligence. And I'm so fucking tired of people thinking that. I'm from East 21st, Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush. Look how I came out. Came out very well. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. There's nothing wrong with y'all kids out there. The adults is misleading you. So just wanted to come up in here and chat with y'all and give y'all some of these shits because I don't like that shit. I don't like, you know how many people I do stretch therapy. And I see so many people that deal with so many different things in their life. And you got to stop sometimes to yourself and say, you know, it's not about you. Everybody goes through the same thing too. So who the fuck are you? Who are you to sit and judge someone else? Based off what? Based off what? An experience that they had that you will never have or you have never seen? Hold on. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. And now, this little sneaky, subtle racism, I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of that shit. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. You ever walked into an establishment, or if you were ever at work, okay? And the person that walked in was white, okay? And they said to whoever worked at the establishment, they was like, oh my God, I was in traffic for like 45 minutes and this, that. And everyone's reaction was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that you had to do that. Sister walk in, went through the exact same thing. Just to show you, because y'all haven't been paying it attention, right? Sister walk in and says she goes through the same thing, repeats the same thing, and everybody's like, okay. Well, let me see if I could help you over here. You see, I'll call shit. See, you peep shit out. Like someone would be, my mother just died. I am so sorry you had to go through that. Brother walk in or a sister walk in and say the same thing. You know, my mom's just died, and be like, yeah, losing a loved one is hard. It still exists. Shit still exists, yo. This shit is still here. It will never go nowhere. You know why? Because they refuse to under and overstand us. They refuse. That's not their plan to understand us. Shit, they still call us black. It doesn't show that they want to understand us. Anybody that still calls you black, even when you told them your background and where you come from, is a fucked up person. But yet you could tell me your roots is, oh, my grandfather is from Germany, and his wife is from Ukraine and all of that. Oh, so you can claim Europe, right? You can claim Europe, right? Right? But you won't. No, hold on. You can claim that, right? And in the same breath, you'll call yourself white. After just knowing you just said where two of your grandparents come from. Because you know that you will, you know what, guys? That was just an example. That was just a small example just to show you how it is still in effect. It's not the fact that we have a long way to go. We're never going to get there. That's why, my family, we have to do for selves now. Now. I'm not going to be repeating this. Do it now. Right now, right now. And once you're doing it, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Ask no one outside of yourself for help. That's the problem. Look in yourself. You are the help. You are the solution. Do it. All right, y'all. Peace. I will see y'all next week.